Welcome to Monkey See.
Monkey Review.
This week, Hawkeye, episode 5, The Ronin.
Oh, yes. Great episode.
Fantastic episode.
But if you haven't watched that, spoilers will commence now. So.
Ah, he's here!
I know, right? Kingpin.
We were like, thank God!
Yeah, that's what I've been worried about this whole time is the big guy.
Yeah, the big guy. And it is our boy, Vincent D'onofrio.
Yes.
He is reprising his role as Kingpin from the Daredevil series on Netflix.
And fans will applaud you. Yes, thank you very much,
Thank
Kevin. Yes.
Thank you, Kevin. You, sir.
I know. As soon as, Marvel got everything back from Netflix, we're like, please continue.
Right. Like, what?
Please?
I'm just so excited. Like, I can't even breathe.
I'm pumped up. I'm very much am.
It was absolutely. Well, so, like, of course, that's spoiler for this episode. It's very end. We find out Kingpin's the fat guy, the fat man, the big bad, the one who's behind everything.
Yep.
And so, but it was quite a ride to get there.
Yeah, this is a great episode.
This episode is the height so far. Like, this one has set the bar so high for this series again.
We have one episode left.
Yes.
So much is freaking going on right now.
Right. Like, what's going to happen in this next episode? Like, because we still have so many things that have not been tied up yet.
Yeah.
Like, not at all.
Yeah.
And they even added more stuff in this one to sit there and say, oh, by the way, now Echo suspects of little Yazzie being involved with her own father's murder.
Because the tip came from Kingpin himself.
Exactly. It came from Kingpin. And he made sure that Yazzie was not there. Yeah. So it's, man.
Yep.
Man, this episode. Let me tell you, this episode fires me up.
Yep.
Like, this one.
So we got a glimpse into the psyche of the Ronin.
Yes.
Which was beautiful.
Yes.
And, we got back to the blipped version of Clint.
Mm-hmm.
Or, his family.
Mm-hmm.
That 5-year period where his mentality was at and why he did the things that he did.
Yes.
And, and how easily it would be for him to fall back into that realm.
Oh, yeah.
If he had to.
Oh, yeah. It was just flipping a switch for him.
Oh, yeah. Because Hawkeye fights a certain way. Ronin fights a completely different way. And
that
is beautiful.
Is true, man. Like, you sit there and you watch Clint Barton go to town. Okay, he's a bad mamma jamma. You watch the Ronin, bad mamma jamma. Same dude, two different styles completely.
100%.
So, I mean, he was able to go night and day.
Ninja.
Just 100%
Picked him
all
apart.
out. Dude, it was awesome. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped up for this. If this is any kind of a prelude and a tip to what episode 6 is going to be like, the season finale for this show, bro.
I know, man.
Bro, this is going to be beautiful.
So a lot of things went on in this episode.
Yes.
So Kate is no longer with
Clint
at this point. He sent her home. She goes back home with the mom, talks to her. I want you to know, Clint told me to go home. You're done. And then also told her about Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jack is, being investigated, blah, blah, blah. Jack ends up getting arrested.
Yep.
Mom listens to her. He gets arrested and says, don't worry, darling. I've never met a Sloan in my life. I'm going to get all this sorted out. I'll be out in time for our Christmas party.
Dude, in handcuffs, got cops on all behind him, and he's still as happy as can be. I was like,
darling, I would have done the same thing, darling. Yes. Don't worry about it. I understand. I'll be out for the Christmas party tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool. No problem. Rock on, bro. But the way this episode started was with Yelena.
Well, so she's with mom and then talking to her, told us the whole thing. All right, well, go home, get your stuff, and come back.
Yeah.
She goes home to her apartment, which, the fire and everything else is there. Alana is there.
Yep.
Hello, Kate Bishop.
Hello, Kate Bishop. Just refers to her Kate Bishop after
every
Kate
time.
Bishop. Every time.
Why do you keep saying my name? Just to prove that you know it? Yes. Of course.
Yes, I know a lot about you, Kate Bishop.
Yes.
Father, deceased. Oh, so sad. 4.0, grade point average. Double major. Very impressive.
Yep.
And she's like, okay, I get it. You know me. She's just like, yeah, I do.
I do. Yeah, it was great, though. Comes in the apartment. There she is.
Yeah.
Hey, Kate Bishop.
Hey, Kate Bishop. I made macaroni.
Want to eat? Okay. I don't have any weapons on me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a lie. I don't have any weapons in my hands. Okay, again, that was a lie.
You only have one fork?
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you. Yeah. Yeah, because I would have already been dead, right? Oh, yeah, 100%. You'd have been dead before you opened the door.
Right.
Like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then, yeah, you only have one fork? This is no way.
This is not cutlery.
No.
I'm only one person. I only need... This is so sad. Yeah. I loved it. I liked her in Black Widow. She was good. Yelena was good.
This is better.
This is by far better.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments where I feel like she's getting her opportunity to shine, to show her character, to show her personality, and to just be like, okay, here it is. Here I am. This is no longer a Black Widow. This is no longer Natasha. This is me.
Yep.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I loved her in this entire episode.
Yep. Let's find out she was hired to kill Clint.
Yep.
Said it's gonna be very easy for me to fulfill my mission. Like, don't stand in my way.
Right.
And she even threatens her at the end, like, hey, don't get in my way again, or I will take you out.
Right.
Like, I enjoyed the girls' night. Thank you for the macaroni and cheese.
Right.
But yeah, don't get in my way again.
Yep. And then she just like bounces out a window, like, all right, bye.
Yeah, but she's talking to Clint, about Clint, like, you don't know him, blah blah blah. What has he done to convince you, and you're so loyal to him? Like, how well do you know him? Well, I've only known him for a week.
Yeah.
And, well, he was an Avenger. What is up with that word? Like, does that just erase every bad thing you've ever done because you're an Avenger?
Right. Like Clint Barton has lifted enough blood around the world to circle the world. And she's like, oh, that was very Russian.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah. Da.
Oh, my goodness. It was so great. Oh, man.
Yeah, so I loved their whole scene together, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then kind of sparked Kate to get back into the game.
Yes.
And then Elena, kind of sparked, well, who hired you?
Yeah.
Type of, the mentality there. So her story continues later on in the episode.
Yeah.
We go back to Kate. And her trying to get a hold of Clint again.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not going to accept the fact that you're benching me, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Yeah.
But Clint, through this episode, very interesting.
Yeah.
Talks to the wife.
Yes.
And, basically...
Pretty much gets permission.
Yeah, but she even said, like, you don't have to have permission from me. You do whatever you feel is right.
Right.
And, I fully support you.
Yeah.
And you know that. Like, do what you got to do. Just trust your gut. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was it. Like, she was just like, okay, do what you got to do. And he's just like, that's all I got to hear.
Yep. Yeah. Then we get our boys back from the tracksuits.
We do. We get the tracksuits back. Yep. So we finally get the tracksuits. We get two of them. They're driving up.
The moving truck.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. Somebody brought that up to me the other day. I was like, I didn't notice it the first episode. But trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
This is their moving company, which is awesome.
So they're pulling into, it looks like one of their parking lots, where they keep their trucks, and an arrow comes through the glass. And the guys, like they're classic goons.
Then it just opens up.
Yeah. Nope. Little note falls out, and it's to Maya, Echo, and like the guy's just like, but I'm not Maya. You idiots.
You know her though, like come on, and come alone. And obviously she doesn't come alone, right?
No, she brings everybody.
Yeah.
She has her little stooge, little Yahtzee or Yanzi or whatever his name is, up on sniper patrol, and like Clint just comes in right behind him. He's like, "Hey, you're not gonna do this."
She's like, "Hey, let's talk." Nope. And then just goes down 3 or 4 other guys.
Yep.
Just disappear
like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Surgical. And then she has a gun, starts shooting around. Again, surgical. Shoots all of her ammunition out.
Yep.
And then it's just face to face.
And then it's just the brawl between Ronin and Echo.
Yep.
And it was great.
Yep.
I definitely feel like we're going to get another round 2.
I just don't know. At the end of that, because, he told her.
It came almost to a stalemate.
It did. And
I
at
think
the end
he
of
had
it,
the edge.
Oh, yeah, because he held back.
Right.
He didn't want to kill her. Otherwise, she would have been dead in the first little battle there. But, for the mentality of Clint, I was like, hey, this needs to be done. I wanted you to see my face so you know who I am.
Yep.
I did what I did, basically. But if you threaten my family again, I will come after you. It will be the absolute last thing you will ever do.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
There's the Ronin.
That's the man we've been waiting to see.
Yep.
So he definitely puts it out there to her. And then she kind of has the realization of what happened to to Yancy.
Yeah, because he told her at that point, like, hey, Kingpin gave me the information about the meat, and it was one of his guys that informed me of this.
Yeah.
So.
And they're still referring to him as the uncle.
Yeah,
as uncle or the big man.
The big man. Yeah.
So they hadn't hadn't got the revelation of it actually being Kingpin. Yep. We all know it is, but we just hadn't got that moment.
Yep. So
excuse me, guys.
Echo actually makes a move on Clint.
Yep.
Gets him down where she's gonna try to kill him again, and then Kate comes in, saves the day, knocks the sword out of her hand.
Yep.
And then she runs off, but Kate came in, saved the day.
Yeah, Kate actually stepped up, showed her guts, showed that she could. She's an actual, asset, not just a member, but an asset. Mm-hmm. She can come in and help, have his back, and after that, he's kind of like, okay, I'm not benching you now. Mm-hmm. We'll work together a little bit more, but like we've got to get this.
Yeah, because they're trying to get away. It's like, do you even have like a strategy to get out of here? Like, you have a plan to get us away? Uber.
Yeah. They walk
awesome.
down the street and there's this guy sitting there. Am I waiting for y'all?
Yeah. Are you Karen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get in. That's awesome.
But I mean, bigger city, I guess you can Uber away from a battle.
Yeah, 100%. So we go back to the apartment, the LARPer.
LARPers. Grills.
Grills, yes. Thank you.
You're
Grills'
welcome.
apartment.
Yeah.
Where Clint had stayed previously.
Can I just throw out the fact that how much Grills is involved?
I know, I love it too.
Like,
and then,
I really thought he was just going to be the one-off character. Okay, then we got him for a second.
He keeps coming back.
But he just keeps showing up and he keeps bringing value. Like, I like Grills. Like, I want to see him in future projects.
Can you watch the dog for me? I got a motel. A motel?
No.
Take the couch. No, better yet, take
my bed.
no, bro.
It's just like, no, there's just no way I'm going to let Hawkeye sleep in a hotel.
Yeah, on Christmas.
On Christmas.
Nah, bro, you're going to stay here with me.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. And we have your costumes, too.
Yeah.
We haven't had the reveal yet of their
we still are waiting for the reveal for the costumes.
Obviously.
So I'm hoping we get a very comic book accurate, throwback moment.
Yes.
I think that would just be fun. I actually would like to see all the LARPers have matching uniforms, not identical, but they all have the same reoccurring theme. So it's like Hawkeye's own little army.
Basically, what it
that would be so legit. Yeah. I hope that's what we get.
So we are back at his apartment,
yes,
with the dog, and then just teaching him a trick and a dance and everything. And then Elena is following
Kate's mom.
Mm-hmm. And then they go to the building. She gets a picture. She texts Kate a picture and says, "I know who hired me."
Yep.
It was.
And then we get the reveal of the picture, and she's like, I don't know who this is with my mom. And she shows it to Clint. Clint's like, I do.
It's the big guy I've been worried about this whole time.
Yep. We get the reveal
of Kingpin. And
finally.
Mama works with the Kingpin.
Yep. So
go ahead.
No, it just brings in the question of, is her mom going to be revealed to be Madame Mask, the supervillain from the comic books? In the comics, her mother is a supervillain named Madame Mask who has has a mask that she can take on different forms. It's like, camouflage technology and things like that, like the chameleon from Spider-Man.
I would say so, and I bet you this is where she met Jack.
Yes.
I think she knows Jack's true identity.
I don't
think that's going to be a mystery to her, but she's saving face with her daughter by getting him arrested, knowing that Kingpin is going to help take him out.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll take care of the situation, because if you watch the Daredevil series, that's what he did.
Yes. Yes.
Pulled the strings, he had people in his pocket, true crime boss.
Yes. So the big question remains now is, where do they go from here? Like, what is the Kingpin's plan? How big is this? Well, I'm curious to know if Kingpin was blipped.
Yes. Because
we did get that. We did get another moment in this episode at the beginning where Yelena was going to save a Black Widow she thought was still under hypnosis. So, come to find out, she was an assassin.
For hire.
And then Yelena actually gets blipped.
Yep.
She's gone for 5 years. So, when she comes back, all of a sudden...
Which is really cool how they did that. She blips away, blips right back in the same motion, and then the entire environment around her changed. She comes back to the exact same point, but the wall colors are changing. Yep. Everything's changing the environment because it's been 5 years. Yes. So everything's not the same except for her.
Right. So that was a really cool moment because we've seen other people be blipped and come back, but we've never seen one where the environment around them changed so drastically. The only person we saw happen to was Monica Rambeau in WandaVision.
Yep.
And we saw people coming back in the environment, how panicked it became.
Yep.
But we never saw it like this, where the room itself physically changed because there had been a 5-year gap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just she shows back up and everything's different. She shows back up and it's like time is catching up.
Yep. Everything unfolds in front of her eyes.
Yes.
Yep.
So that was a really cool, great visual. So, but fast forwarding, do you think Yelena, whatever you want to call her, she's going to fulfill her contract with the Kingpin, or do you think she's going to turn and try to help Clint?
I think that her and Clint are going to have a moment where she's going to realize that Clint loved Natasha and that he lives with that regret every day, and to the point where, like, no, I was going to die for her, and she stopped it. Yeah. She sacrificed herself. Like, I didn't kill her.
So going back to the Watch, because we didn't get anything in this episode to deal with the Watch again. We think that his wife is potentially a agent who has now gone into hiding. And is she now going to come out of retirement to help save him?
Potentially. I think they're setting up future stuff. I don't know that we'll see her do anything in the last episode. I would be surprised. I don't even think we'll see Kingpin again in this series. I don't think he'll make an actual appearance unless it's like just a quick, like,
right,
you just reveal him in person rather than a picture. Right. I don't know that he'll actually be pulling any strings in this series yet. They're just basically setting up the future for him. Like, hey, I'm back.
Right. I would like to see them bring him in. I want to see him actually have some interaction and be. But then again, I don't. This is Hawkeye's series, and I feel like if they don't tread this last episode really carefully, they will take the attention off of Hawkeye.
That's what I'm saying.
And put it on everybody else.
Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna do a whole lot. I think they're gonna finish out, the Hawkeye storyline, and then probably set up some teasers and futures, maybe like an end credit scene with him. Yeah. But I don't know that they'll actually reveal him in there. Yeah. Unless he comes in and stops it, like, no, this has gone on long enough. This is done. Hey, stop.
So now that we've gotten Kingpin, do you think we'll get any kind of a nod to Daredevil?
I hope so. So
I would love to see him, just a silhouette of him on a rooftop or something. Just give us some kind of tease for Daredevil.
Yeah, I'd love it because, with bringing him in, you got to bring in Daredevil.
You have to.
You have to. And then you better bring in Charlie Cox.
Yes, absolutely. If you don't, like, what the what?
I know Kevin's already said they're doing it, but it's like...
Kevin's already told us he is there. Charlie Cox will be Daredevil. But I want to see this. Like, I don't want to just talk about this.
I want to see him in his suit again.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Either give us that suit, give us a different suit, give us something. Give us something tangible we can hold on to. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm excited.
I know. Like, one episode left. I have no idea where they're going with this.
No, because they have put so many things out there that it is so many different options of what is going on. What in the world? Like, this is a huge deal.
You're teasing 5 new characters.
Yeah.
In this series so
far. Yeah, and that's if we don't reveal that Lauren was a past assassin too, or, SHIELD agent or whatever. That's 5 huge characters that have all, not just people in the background. These are people that you can build series around.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm excited. Yeah. This episode for me, this one was definitely probably a 4.5 because it hit on every level again.
Yeah, I'd probably go 4.6. I enjoyed this episode just because of Ronin.
We got to see Ronin. We didn't get just a little clip of Ronin like we saw in the movie. This was actually a moment where we're like, okay, he walks in and see it from beginning to end. Him just take out an entire crew. Yeah. Like, that was awesome.
So, very excited about this. Yes. It is going to be... We did find out that this is set after Spider-Man?
Yes.
No Way Home.
No Way
right?
Home.
So,
because they make a little reference to the new and improved Statue of Liberty,
Yep.
which we know is in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep. So we know we're in the same universe here,
Yes.
right? We have some tie-ins here. So the movie comes out tomorrow, basically
Yes.
from when this episode came out. So you can
Yes.
go watch it on Thursday. So very excited
Very
to
excited.
see what happens in the movie and how that's going to tie into the series.
Yes.
And what are they going to do with this? I mean, because that movie's just the anticipation is just insane.
They're tying in so many things in so many ways. It's layer upon layer upon
The
layer.
hype is real.
Oh my word! It's tangible.
It is like in-game level hype.
Yes.
And just in a different way. Like
Yes.
Endgame was just so good, and it was just the hype was real.
Endgame was the accumulation of a
Years.
decade of
Years.
movies. This is the baby born after that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think if they actually do bring in multiple Spider-Mans, like everyone, please do.
Really wants.
Everyone wants you to freaking do it. But you think back to Toby. I mean, this has been years, years in the making. If they do it right, and just you have so many fans that grew up watching this as a child, as adults, and now they're bringing their own kids to this movie.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
So if they hit it right, this is gonna be
is
beautiful.
Gonna explode.
So then, what happens in the movie?
Yes.
What are they gonna reveal in the next episode of this show?
Exactly. Like,
I mean, it's because we got one episode left.
yeah, and they strategically placed this last episode after Spider-Man's movie has come out. So, are we going to get a bigger tie-in? Are we going to? Because we've seen in the previews and the clips of the sky turning purple. I really want to see that happen potentially in this episode too. Like, I would like for them to overlay some degree or make
like
some reference to
cutscene.
it. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, like, hey, do you remember a few weeks ago when this happened, or however that works out? Like, I just want to see the connection. Like, this is what the MCU is about. The bigger picture, the connection, all the little dots, all the little strings, all the little webs coming together.
So I'm excited. I enjoyed this episode. Pumped for the next one.
Yes.
I mean, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. So, do us a favor, hit the like button.
Subscribe.
And tell your friends, leave some comments. Let's talk about this. Tell us if you enjoyed this episode as much as we are. Because let me tell you, at the beginning, I was worried. Now, I'm like, okay, this is going to be in the top 2 of the
100%.
series so far. So, but we love you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye, guys.